Los Angeles. Earlier in the World Series, Houston Astros center fielder George Springer talked about not letting the magnitude of playing in it become overwhelming. "You can't worry about the result of each at-bat," he said. "You just have to stay in the moment. Keep up with the latest as baseball's top teams contend for the title." Astros win first World Series title. LA did everything right until Game 7, way too early. 2018 Power Rankings, your moment-by-moment WS MVP, is the World Series baseball too slick? Schedule, complete coverage in the biggest game of the season, the biggest game in Astros history and certainly the biggest game of his life. Springer remained in the moment, capping his stellar week by hitting his World Series record-tying fifth home run and leading his team to a 5-1 Game 7 victory Wednesday night. Springer was an easy choice for the Willie Mays World Series MVP award, after hitting .379 for 29 with 5 home runs and 7 RBIs. Upon receiving the award, Springer spoke about how the series victory was especially meaningful both for the franchise and the city. "This is about the Houston Astros and the city of Houston," Springer said. "That patch on our chests really does mean something. We're coming home champions." Springer's record-tying homer Wednesday came off a 3-2 fastball from Dodgers starter Yu Darvish in the second inning at Dodger Stadium and gave the Astros a 5-0 lead, knocking Darvish from the game. Springer matched Reggie Jackson 1977 and Chase Utley 2009 for the record of 5 home runs in one World Series, although Jackson and Utley did it in a 6-game series. Springer, who doubled and scored in the first inning, also has 29 total bases in the World Series, breaking the record of 25 shared by Willie Stargell 1979 and Jackson. Springer also passed Stargell for the most extra base hits in a World Series with 7, becoming the first player to have had at least one extra base hit in 6 straight World Series games. Springer's first 4 home runs of the series each tied the score or gave the Astros the lead, and by the finale, he had homered in 4 straight games, becoming the first player to do that in a single World Series. Consider the clutch factor of his home runs. Game 2 hit a 2-run homer off Brandon McCarthy in the top of the 11th to give the Astros a 7-5 lead in an eventual 7-6 victory. Game 4 gave the Astros a 1-0 lead in the 6th inning, when he broke up Alex Wood's no-hitter with a home run way out to left field off a 3-1 curveball. Game 5 in the wild 13-12 win for the Astros. His 7th inning homer, a 112 mph laser estimated at 448 feet, off Brandon Morrow tied the game at 8. Game 6 made it 1-0 in the 3rd inning with an opposite field shot off Rich Hill. Game 7 with 2 outs in the 2nd inning, his 438-foot 2-run shot broke open a 3-0 game to give the Astros some early breathing room. Maybe it is fitting that Springer has turned into a World Series hero for the Astros. A first-round pick out of the University of Connecticut in 2011, it was Springer who appeared on the infamous Sports Illustrated cover in 2014 that declared the Astros your 2017 World Series champs. The Astros were mired in the midst of a 92-loss season that year, a season that actually was a big improvement over their 3 previous years, when the Astros had lost 100-plus games as the front office rebuilt the team from scratch. For this entire postseason, Springer had 6 home runs, all from the leadoff spot, tying Lenny Dykstra's postseason record for home runs by a leadoff hitter. The Astros set a World Series record with 15 home runs as a team. Springer's Game 7 shot closed the door on a World Series to forget for Darvish. The Dodgers righty is just the 2nd pitcher ever to fail to complete the 2nd inning in multiple starts within the same World Series. The other is Art Ditmar, who did so for the New York Yankees in Games 1 and 5 of the 1960 World Series. Darvish induced just 4 swing and misses in his 96 total pitches thrown in the series. Springer wasn't the only member of the Astros to make history on Wednesday night. Houston's Lance McCullers Jr. became the first pitcher to hit 4 batters in any postseason game, plunking Yasiel Puig and Kiko Hernandez once each and Justin Turner twice. According to Elias Sports Bureau, McCullers also became the first pitcher to hit 4 batters within the first 3 innings of any game, regular season or postseason, since 2000. Coincidentally, it was Dodgers starter Orel Hershiser who hit 4 Astros in that game. On Wednesday, McCullers was pulled one batter after hitting Turner for the second time, finishing with 3 strikeouts, 4 hit batters and no runs allowed in 21/3 innings. He turned in the second shortest scoreless start in a World Series winner-take-all game. The shortest appearance was by Curly Ogden 1/3 of an inning of the 1924 Washington Senators. McCullers'